Holy fuck, do I look pale with the bleach hair. I should have waited to dye it till after the show, in between hair color issues. But anyway, I digress. I will probably have some new people in the comments tonight, so just a heads up. I am about 85% blind, and if you yell at me or like, I'm not going to notice. I know this is a really contentious subject. I know that there are so many sects of people, whereas, they want Brother Cornell to run, but only as X amount of party, and then there's some who don't want him to run, and then there's some who want him to run but only in one party. So I know it's like a really huge contentious discussion. The comments on the promo and stuff, like, I think we're all aware of what's going on, and it's fair because this is a really important topic. So first, what I'm going to do is, you guys all have to bear with me because I want to kind of go over some things before I talk about the information I received, because I don't want to be presumptuous that you guys all know exactly what's going on. So one of the first things I want to talk about, let me see if I can press Rockfin here, or if it's being a dick. Okay, here it goes. So one of the first things I want to talk about is, a lot of you guys are very familiar with MPP. A lot of people are very familiar with their lack of monetary transparency and accusations of I believe 6 or 7 years of basically unaccounted for thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, which is one of the very reasons that many of us are trepidatious and refuse to vote for that party, regardless if Jesus himself ran for it. So that being said, the first thing I want to go over, which is not breaking news, it's been working its way around Twitterverse. Let me pull this up. This is very, very interesting and not even the slightest surprising. So as you can see, the candidacy was just filed 2 days ago. We know that he announced before 2 days ago, and there has been a website before 2 days ago that has been collecting money. Now that money has been going to a nonprofit, so-called, that is tax deductible. So that's the easiest way to see what's happening, because campaign donations are prohibited by law to be deducted or claimed on any taxes. You're simply not allowed. Many of us learned that. So the fact that it says, donations 501c3, they can be deducted, that's your first cue that you need to look deeper. And it was in fact nothing to do with a presidential campaign for Brother Cornell. So we're already off to some serious shady shit, which is not surprising. So yeah, it was just filed 2 days ago as the People's Party. Now, another thing I want to catch you guys up on before I go into more in depth and things. Another very important thing to keep in mind is that People's Party has no ballot access. And what that means is they literally will not be on any ballot in any state. So people are like, I'm voting for Cornell. I'm voting for Cornell. You're actually not, because he's not going to be on your ballot. If he switches to green, that's a different story, but I'm saying MPP. So not only is he not going to be on ballots, take my state as one of many states who are closed primary. What that means is we have to register the party of who we want to vote for in the primaries. Well, even if I wanted to vote People's Party, I can't, because there literally is no such thing as a People's Party that I can register for to vote for Brother Cornel. The most that MPP's candidacy would do would be go to the general, write him in, which I've written in people before. Who gives a fuck? If that's what you want to do, hey, go ahead. It's your choice. I don't give a fuck. But I think people need to be very aware that Cornel being with MPP or anyone else is not feasible. It's not going to happen. Unless, like I said, you want to write them in the general, which some states do not have write-in. So that's one of the issues a lot of people are not paying attention to. Now, as far as suddenly people were kind of putting rumors that Cornel might go green. So, and it looks like that may very well be the case. Now, here's the issue with that. Why would someone announce their candidacy and like a week later switch parties? Why? Like, does that not strike you as weird at all? Like, it's not like, you're getting fucked over and this and that, and then a few months later, you're like, fuck this, I'm switching. That's not what happened. That was an opportunistic thing where Branna is like, hey, announce with us, and then we'll get the money, and then you can think about switching. That's what happened there. Because let's be real, People's Party has never had a single candidate run for office in 7 years. Not one. And now all of a sudden they're going to run one for president. Seriously, guys, you're smarter than that. We're all smarter than that. It's not going to happen. So, Brother Cornel might go green. Fuck yes. Let's go. Here's the problem. What I've been told now by 2 people in the Green Party, and when I say in the Green Party, I do not mean like we register green, we're in the Green Party. I don't mean green voters. I mean literal members, as in on a board, as in with a position. I've now been reached out to by 2 Green Party board members, okay? One on East Coast, one on West Coast. These are people who likely don't even know each other, who both told me the same thing. So let me break down what they're telling me is happening. Branna is literally saying, essentially, we will only let Dr. West run green if we get your email list, we share the donations, we also sign up for ballot access when we go door to door and things like that. Is this surprising? Fuck no. But the fact that I received info from 2 people on the so-called inside who were telling me this is exactly what's happening, that's a fucking problem. Because it's a hostage situation. Do the Greens want Cornel? Who the fuck doesn't want Cornel? Hell yeah, we fucking want Cornel. But does that mean we have to take Cornel with Branna? Apparently. And I'm not fucking down with that, because Branna knows how many people fucking hate him, okay? He knows. And the fact that he's like, I'm just going to obfuscate this by getting Brother Cornel to run with me, and then what I'm going to do is say, you can have Brother Cornell, but only if I get access to the funds, to the mailing list, to, also have signatures with you people and stuff. And he literally, per these two green members, is trying to integrate into the Green Party, which would now be like People's Green Party. I don't fucking know what it would be called. But he is trying to integrate, to become one with them. How is this not a problem? Like, seriously, mind fucking blown. I don't put anything past this dude. But the fact that these two people reached out to me who are actually, like I said, like actual like titles in the Green Party, and of course, I will not be sharing their names. It's not important. But this is insane. Like, we will only, Brother Cornell is a grown-ass man. So the fact that Branna is like, I will only give you him unless... Why isn't Cornell standing up and saying, fuck you, dude, I'm going to run however the fuck I want to run? Why is he letting him do this to him? That's my question. I fucking love Cornell. I love him. When I met him, I sobbed just uncontrollably. And he is like, what's your name? And I was like, Joy. And he's like, don't cry, Sister Joy. And we just hugged and hugged and hugged. And it was fucking magical. It was one of my favorite moments of my life. And would I love to vote for him? Fuck yes. But I also don't want him to be used as a fucking prop, because that's exactly what's going on. Nick knows that, like, I mean, who's loved more in, so-called leftist circles than Brother Cornell? We all fucking love him. Come on. So, hey, can you run with us? And now, you know what? Let's think about it. At first, I was kind of excusing Cornell because I'm like, maybe he's not very online at all. Like, he's really not. So I'm like, maybe he doesn't know all of the shit with MPP. And then the more I'm looking at this shit, I'm like, he's brilliant. How is he not aware he's being fucking used? Like, actually used. But then you have to think about the pros and cons, because Green Party, they fucking ran Howie Hawkins. What'd they get? Less than 1%? He's pathetic. He is awful. He is an absolutely awful, 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 awful candidate. Shout out to Angela. She's my girl. She's a friend. So if she would have run as top of the ticket, we could have gotten 5% because she's a badass beat. But anyway, running Brother Cornell as green could absolutely, without question, get over that 5% threshold. Absolutely. What happens if we get over that 5% threshold? What happens is they now get state funding. They now get on debate stages, if anybody fucking has a goddamn debate. But it is no longer essentially a duopoly. Now it becomes a 3-party instead of a 3rd party. So this is fucking huge. If he runs green, there's a lot of ambiguity, I notice, with his interviews and with things. It's really not that transparent, to be quite honest. And I don't understand why they're saying he's running green now when they just filed his candidacy 2 days ago and it was filed under People's Party. I don't understand how does that work? That makes no sense. Because the Green Party rumors already started before 2 days ago. So, pick a lane, dude. Green Party, cool. People's Party, Will he get more votes in Green Party? Fuck yeah. I sure as fuck hope he knows that. Like, there are people like myself who love Cornel and would vote for him, but we will never, ever, 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 ever vote for anything having to do with the People's Party. You can yell at me all you want. Ain't gonna happen. I never will. I don't endorse and condone and perpetuate shady ass shit. And that's what they are. So, you know, and for those, I see the comments going, but I'm 85% blind, so I can't read, unfortunately, what they're saying until I use my device after the show. But, you know, the fact that these two board members of the Green Party reached out to me that have been receiving information like directly from like the top people via email and such, that Nick Brana is kind of holding Cornel hostage and saying, you know, basically, I'll only let him run with you guys if I get to join forces with MPP. To those, I know MPP does, for some reason, still have supporters. I don't understand why, but this, like, you should have a problem with this. You should definitely have a problem with the fact that someone finally acknowledges that their party is literally not a party and going absolutely nowhere. And they've tried to do shit for 7 years and have done absolutely nothing but take hundreds of thousands of dollars of people's money. And then all of a sudden they want to co-opt the Green Party. That should be a huge fucking issue for you. If it's not, I don't understand why. That's a fucking problem. Because let's fuck this selective outrage. Let's say the Dems did that. Let's say the Republicans did that. Everyone would lose their fucking shit, right? Rightfully so. But I know a lot of people we align with are green. I'm an independent, and a lot of independents align with green. So a lot of times people are making excuses because they don't want to, you know, say anything bad about the Green Party. But this isn't on the Green Party. If what these two people are coming to me saying, this is on MPP. This is not the Green Party. This is the Green Party saying, hey, Brother Cornel, we want you to run. And Nick Brana saying, no, that's only going to happen if you give me X, Y, and Z. If you're cool with that, that is straight up fucking corruption. Straight up. So I know I'm not okay with that shit. And I'm not surprised at all. He is smarmy as fuck, and he has done this shit before. I think it's really shady and shitty that he's taking. I mean, the Green Party's a mess. I'm not going to lie. Like, it's a mess. Like, I know our one in Pennsylvania and New Jersey, like, it's a mess. It's an absolute mess. Nobody can agree on anything. Their ground game is weak as fuck. The platform, cool, but there's just no, it's just very unorganized. But it's certainly not as bad as MPP, who follows me for, I don't fucking know why, but I tweeted at them numerous times and said, what are you guys doing to get MPP on the ballot for Brother Cornel? What are you doing? Not what are you talking about doing, not what are you hoping to do, what are you doing? Because every single state is different, and every fucking state has a million hoops you need to jump through, and most states you have to pay a fee to even try to get on a ballot. So you're announcing before you have any kind of plan whatsoever, you want people's money. You want people's money. Just fucking admit it. You want people's money. And I cannot give Brother Cornell the benefit of the doubt that he's fucking brilliant. I cannot be presumptuous. He does not understand what's going on. I don't get it. Now, some people online have said, that Chris Hedges was one of the people pushing Brother Cornell to run green. Cool. But it still remains the fact that if he runs green, please do, is Branna going to be involved? That is a big fucking deal. I'm not donating to anyone. I fucking haven't donated to anyone in a couple of years, and I refuse to. So, and if you guys donated before, you should ask for your fucking money back, because it doesn't even go to Cornell. It literally goes right to Branna's pocket. But as far as, I need to know more about what's going on, and I need to know if he's actually filing green, because he just filed People's Party 2 fucking days ago. I'll pull that up for those who are just joining. Let me see. I just don't understand. Like, I should have looked the exact day he announced, but it wasn't 2 days ago. So here you guys can see 2 days ago, he registered People's Party. But for the past 2 or 3 days, it's been talked about that he could be going green. So what's in it for Branna? Well, according to the two people, I'll call them whistleblowers. I'm not really sure what else to call them. Per them, what... This is because if he is registered as a candidate with MPP, then Nick has the leverage to then say, okay, we're going to now go green, but he's officially People's Party. So in order to switch over, I'm going to need this, that, and the other thing. I'm not understanding why corruption is so blatantly obvious in the Dems to people, but it's not obvious with MPP. That's what I don't understand. Supporting third parties? Fuck yes. Supporting something that is nothing but collecting money and not an actual party? Fuck that. So I don't understand why dude gets all the, excuses in the world, and it's a third party. No, it's not. It's taking hundreds of thousands of dollars of people's money to do absolutely fucking nothing. What have they done? What have they accomplished? Not a goddamn thing. Let's be real. Have they run any candidates? Have they gotten on, do they have a ground game? Are they going door to door? Like, what the fuck are they doing? Collecting money. It's not a fucking party. That's like Democrats with a different fucking name. Don't give your money to fucking mutual aid. It's helping people. Don't give your money to these fucking idiots who just, like, it literally goes in his fucking bank account. You can look up the FEC filings. His name is on, just like Rage Against the War Machine. Everything was into his and Angela's name. There was no organization it was under. It was literally the two of their bank accounts. This is a problem. This is not okay. And I don't understand why it's always the same people speaking out about this fucking shady bullshit. hold people accountable. So yeah, it's just really fucking frustrating. And do I have tangibles? No. I have two people's words who are on, have actual positions within the Green Party. They have tangibles, but did not want me to use them because it was email and such, and they were worried about being traced, which is absolutely fine. I understand. But knowing Branna's history, this should not shock you. This should absolutely not shock you. So is Brother Cornell considering going green? Maybe. But that's not the concern. The concern is going green with what entailed. Going green, but only if Branna gets access to the fucking money and emails and ground game. Because that's what I'm being told. And it sure is fuck feasible to me. It's frustrating. Absolutely fucking frustrating. And it's not nearly as frustrating that he's doing it as frustrating as people not caring, and only not caring, but actually working themselves into pretzels to excuse what he's doing. That is not the way that we should be treating someone, period, let alone Cornell, who has been a fucking activist and fighter and scholar and a brilliant human being for decades. And he's being used as a prop. We should not be okay with that. It's not okay. So that was the reveal that two people told me. So yeah, I mean, do with it what you will, but I think it's a huge concern. And if it's not a concern to you, that's a concern. Do with it what you will, but I will do another show if they come forward with more info. But I wouldn't run with this if I didn't have info. But as I said, I mean, it's so predictable. Anyone who knows the history of MPP, it's not even shocking. So we'll see. Are people going to hold them accountable? Are people going to be like, a month from now, what exactly is going on behind the scenes? Who signed what? What are you registering as? Who is, let's be clear. Branna's going to be involved in some way. And this is how it's probably going to work. Probably, and this is conjecture. They didn't tell me this. This is conjecture. I think what's going to happen is he's going to say, Brother Cornell can run green, but I have to be the campaign manager and the lead of the presidential campaign. That being said, he gets access to money. He gets access to all the emails. He gets access to all the fundraising and the ground game and everything like that. That's a way for him to do it. And people just be like, oh, he's the campaign manager. It's okay. It's all good. But I'm telling you guys that I have inside knowledge that this is what he's doing. It fucking blows my mind that he just fucking registered as a candidate 2 fucking days ago. 2 days ago. He announced, what, over a week ago? 2 days ago. Why the fuck isn't that concerning to people? He registers 2 days ago, and people are already talking about how he's dropping hints he's running green also 2 or 3 days ago. So which fucking is it? So yeah, I'm choosing to go with the two people who are actually on the inside of the Green people, the Green Party, and have actual positions within the Green Party and actually know what's going on. I'm not going to be assuming, shit just because I want to stick up for X, Y, and Z. I'm going with the people who actually told me and showed me some shit, what's actually going on. Nobody should be surprised by this shit. And I hope I'm wrong. I'll put it that way. I hope I'm wrong, but I'll bet 99.9999999% I'm not. Because these two people I've known for years, and they wouldn't steer me wrong. So, food for thought. If you're cool with that, that's an issue. So thank you guys so much for tuning into this impromptu show. I'm going to be 100% honest. I think I have a show tomorrow night, but I have to check my schedule. I can't remember if I do. I think I have a guest tomorrow night. Anyway, I have a huge fucking announcement coming out either tomorrow or Saturday, and it's a big one. No, I am not preggers. But it's a big ass, badass, fun ass party kind of announcement. So I'm so excited. Monday, Andrew and I will be back for Postmortem Breakdown. Last Monday I had a family emergency and literally last minute and just had to bolt for a few days. And then yesterday I got some really shitty news. So I actually got this information yesterday and was going to go live, but I'll just say it. I put it on Twitter. I had a mammogram Monday, and they found something concerning in my left breast, and they want to do another mammogram and ultrasound. They're not sure what it is, but it's pretty fucking scary. So yesterday I was a little bit not up to doing a show. So yes, I did it tonight. Also, and for all, we will be doing actions July 22nd. Several actions, I believe we're at 5. You can go to mforall.org. I'm doing one in East Palestine. We are going to do a rally and also have mutual aid of cases of water and groceries. We really, really need help with donations. We're at $825 and we need $5,000. The more money we get, the more mutual aid we can do. Right now, we've pretty much paid for the U-Haul and a few odds and ends. We really, really need your help. Even $5. I tell people $5 is a case of water. People in East Palestine are still cooking in bottled water. They're still drinking bottled water. And some of them are even still bathing in bottled water. So this is huge. So we want to fill that fucking U-Haul. We want to fill that shit. So you can go to mforall.org. There should be a link on that to the Give Send Go. Anything helps. Seriously, you guys, it is so hard to do this because so many people are hurting. And we are very aware. So, but we are trying to give back. And that's what these actions are about. Mutual aid. So thank you so much. Please smash that like button. Please subscribe. And thanks so much for tuning in. Have a good night, everyone. Much love.